Hi, this is June at Heimat Country Inn in the Amana colonies, and this afternoon I'd like to tell you a little bit about the Amana Refrigeration Company. One of the things that we don't talk about very often here in the Amana colonies is the Amana Corporation or the Amana Refrigeration Plant. We usually think about this area as being a former communal religious group that's still active today, but we don't think so much about the appliances, and I know that sometimes that's the main reason people have actually heard of this little area in rural Iowa, is because of the Amana Refrigeration Plant. And the Amana Refrigeration was started in 1934 by a man named George Foerstner. And George was an Amana person. He grew up here. He went to school till he was 13, and he was a very industrious, hard worker, and entrepreneur, and he was challenged to make a refrigerator, a refrigeration type of thing for keeping beer cool and for selling it commercially. And he actually did that, and he started the corporation with just a couple employees, just in a small little workshop over in Middle Amana. And so a couple years after the Amana communal folks stopped being communal in 1934, he started it, and then a few years later he actually sold his corporation to the Amana Society, but he still remained very much involved and very much the leader of this corporation. So they made Amana refrigerators in Middle Amana until about, well, they still do. They still make it today. So, but there's been some other developments in the Amana Refrigeration Corporation over the years, and one of the main ones was in the 60s. In 1965, a company named Raytheon bought this Amana Refrigeration, and they still kept the Amana name for the appliances, but they made the Amana Radarange. So if you remember, in the 1960s, the big, huge first microwave oven, the Radarange, was made right here in Amana, over in Middle Amana, which is just a couple miles from us. And so over the years, this corporation has been owned by other companies like Maytag, and today they're owned by Whirlpool. So, but it's still really a very active corporation, and just because the appliances are so well made and so well known internationally, a lot of people have heard of the name Amana because of that, although the fact is that the corporation got its name from this little Amana religious group. So I think that's kind of interesting, and it still remains probably, well, it is the largest employer in the area. They hire anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 people, and seasonally sometimes more than that. So over in the little tiny village of Middle Amana, when the shift changes at the Whirlpool Corporation at 3:30 in the afternoon, you don't want to be there because hundreds, maybe even thousands of cars are leaving and stopping at the four-way stops. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of information about that, because usually when you come here you think about the history of the Amana people, which is, in my view, more interesting probably than the corporation. But the corporation has been a really famous and important part of the history of this area too. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video with some information about the Amana Refrigeration Corporation that is now owned by Whirlpool. So as I said, I'm here at Heimat Country Inn. We're one of the places of lodging in this area when you come to visit. So I hope you come stay with us. You can click on our website, dheimat.com, and find some rooms that you'd like to stay at and come and learn more about the history of the Amana people. Okay, have a great afternoon.